It is. It really is because I used to be able to see it, but it's
Welcome to
very
Tri
small.
Virtual Roundtable. I am Doc.
Keep going. Keep
I'm
going.
Doc Masai.
Mr.
I'm
Harmony.
I'm Nubs.
And as you can see, Mr. Harmony and I are in the same facility. Look at it. He just hit the thing.
I just had to throw it up in there real quick.
Can people still see us?
Yeah, they can see us. Y'all can see us.
Did they hear that though?
Yeah, they hear. Yeah, I did make.
There comes a time when we heed a certain call, when the world
hit it. I was
must come
like that.
together as one.
Not a bad intro.
There are people
So I'll run this for another like 20 seconds.
oh, when it's time to lend a hand to life, the greatest gift of all.
Oh God, now my old glasses.
We can't go
Yeah,
on
go on.
pretending day by day that the
All right,
Oh man, we should have ran with
we're
that.
back. Here we are. Try virtual roundtable. Try.
Virtual.
I'm the one in the middle.
But yet we're playing to him.
Round table.
But
You
yet
got
he is the
table.
last
You're
one.
supposed to say round table, bro.
Okay.
I know.
try.
I am the one who
Virtual.
says virtual. I say
Okay.
virtual every time.
Okay.
Try.
Virtual.
Round table.
Woo! What's up, everybody? It's all you, Doc.
I'm Doc Masai. And that's Nubs. I just pointed to you, man. I'm Doc Masai. You are,
Mr. Harmony.
and you are.
Nubs. Already we said this once
I
already.
know, but he's
We
doing
did?
it again.
I didn't,
Oh
I
yeah, we
forgot.
already said it once.
Yo,
yeah.
I'm up age, brother. I forgot. We did intro already.
Yep.
And we're live.
You have AIDS?
Okay, so
That's weird.
thank you everyone for joining us today.
Yes.
For Tri Virtual Roundtable, our episode.
Is on because it's yours.
No, what number episode?
Oh, 69. Woo!
Episode 69, which is really good. We've survived.
We should have had that a sex episode, but anyway.
I thought about that, but I wanted to skip right past that.
Yeah, I know, because my head went into it too.
So today we're gonna.
I don't know why.
We are gonna talk about AI.
We are,
and probably a little virtual reality is gonna get in there. And when it comes in terms of everyday life, law enforcement, decision making. Icy, I'm gonna call him Icy. I can't do the Nubs thing. So Icy has some examples of how AI may.
Keep going.
How it may infiltrate our daily lives by way of cinematic. I mean the cinematic representations of what AI can do, and we're all going to throw in, hey Glow, we're going to throw in our opinions.
She's done with the bathing.
As three as three old guys that just have our opinion and what we've observed being in the virtual world and really paying close attention and using AI with our tools and things we're building. And we're all really using it. So I can always get started because I'm in the healthcare. We can do healthcare, right?
Bingo.
I mean, we do law enforcement too. But here, I'm
the legal stuff with healthcare.
From what I've seen, what I've seen over the past 3 years, as far as AI, I've seen a uptick in where organizations, hospitals, clinical facilities are starting to use AI to train people for procedures. I know there was one thing where they were talking about oncology. They were able to map the human brain and map the tumor. So by the time the surgeon gets in there, it's mapped out. So they know how far it extends. And me having surgical experience, I guess one of the biggest tumors I had to deal with was a giant cell tumor on a plantar aspect of somebody's foot. And I swear it took me 2 hours. We had to drop tourniquet, pull it back. And I didn't know where the tumor was going. It was wrapping. If I used the hand as the representation of the feet, it was wrapping all around these big bones. So literally, I had to follow it as far as I can. But had I had a tool like AI to map it, I would have known an easier path outside of doing as much dissection I did. That patient turned out well, by the way, too. But I literally had to split their foot in half to try to search that tumor. So I can understand that perspective of AI.
So I just got to interrupt you, of course, because it's really funny hearing Doc talk, because me and Icy were talking about this the other day. Is he jokes around, he's crazy and funny and all this goofy stuff, but then every once in a while he drops his little Doc talk, and you're just like, you forget and you get impressed. I'm like, good job, Doc. I'm sorry. All right, keep going.
Doc talk. That's funny.
My point is that from
No, you can tell by his tone too. No.
Yes.
My point is, sir, my
I'm
point
looking forward
is,
to
what I'm trying to say to you is, this
co-host opinions on where they think AI is going. And I'm gonna say one more thing, and you may not agree with this, but you know,
I do not
went
currently
to
agree
go
with
get a
it, sir.
physical. I went to go get a physical. You know, they have urinals that will test your urine
Yeah.
and test for anything. I think personally, I think I would trust AI. And so, for example, if I went for a physical and let's say I did the urinalysis, it took blood, and then did a full body X-ray and came out with the diagnosis of what it thinks I should do. And the reason being because its databases is beyond anything a human being could possibly have. In other words, an X-ray, whereas you have a human being looking at it, you'll have AI looking at X-rays of similar issues, but it'll scan tens of thousands of them in seconds and be able to really hone in on what your issue is. And it takes away that human flaw. Only problem is if it gets mad and wants to kill us.
Right. But I have a question though.
Yeah.
So speaking along with what you're saying, having those AI read your charts, the X-rays and all that stuff, as we know, using AI, it hallucinates, it makes me these mistakes, and it does all this stuff. Yeah. And so in that case, when it makes those mistakes, who's the end all that sees that chart
Who's responsible
and makes that responsible? Because again, if we legally, if we 100% trust AI to come up with that diagnosis, and we say this is what the diagnosis is, and AI gets it wrong, do you go after the doctor for making that mistake, or you do go after AI for making that mistake?
I'll sign the disclosure.
Now on your
or whatever that,
what they call that, or
release,
a release,
or
a medical release,
whatever
or
it is.
you'll approve it.
Yeah,
but you have to examine it. But I mean, if it's wrong, do they come after you, or they come after the AI?
Nubs, real quick,
who do they sue?
I believe personally that as the knowledge base gets as it grows, as it continues to grab that and expands, I just think there's not going to be that many mistakes. It's definitely going to be a lot less than human error.
Right, I agree.
Go for it, Nubs. What do you think?
I think the problem is AI programs, or whatever you want to call it, is only as good as the input that's put into it. So therefore, if you go and only use the analysis by AI, let's say whatever it is, and it says, well, this is the cause, right? This is what you got to do. But when you talk to the person, you realize they live right next to a pesticides company, that it's leaking into the soil, and the food that they're cooking in the soil has that pesticide in it. Like, that stuff you won't know because there's nobody putting that information in it. So therefore, that's where the human interaction is like, hey, tell me about your day-to-day life. Tell me about what you do every morning. Well, I go to the garden, I pick, you cook your own, you plant your own vegetables. Oh, really? And then it's like, yeah, but the sun doesn't come down good because of the factory now. What kind of factory? Oh, pesticide, blah, blah, blah. AI is not going to get that unless you program that in. So therefore, the AI is not going to give you a diagnosis based on all available information.
Well, that's the doctor's job, or whoever's doing
That's what I said. That's what I'm saying.
They have to
so you can't go by AI. AI can't tell you that.
So when you know the probabilities, so that's where the AI comes in. Is you would take all of that information, you would interview the people, you would
but you wouldn't,
and then you throw that into your AI, and then the AI okay, I'll stop screaming and I'll stop using my hands, and they throw it into AI, and then AI processes that, and then gives you that determination, because us as the human eye might miss all of the other things that the AI can pick up from that.
So you're saying that they work good together then?
Italian?
Right. Exactly.
Listen,
100%.
No, I think both of you suckers are wrong. I think personally, if you talk to AI, first of all,
Honey Bear.
Oh, Honey Bear, stick around. We got something for you. The pesticides. Okay, so is that an unknown factor? Because if you just tell your doctor that there's a factory and you're planting, they're not going to automatically assume that the factory is leaking pesticides. But if it's a public knowledge thing that there's a possibility, AI will scan and know that where you live.
Again, it goes with the programming, because if you tell AI, I want you to look at that guy's address and search any chemicals that could be leaching into there, then that would be the AI
So
and
that's
you've
you
got to
going
do
into
that
AI
way.
You're talking manual. You're almost talking like it's manual input, dude.
No, no, no. I'm saying you could tell AI to scan the area
Right.
and find out if there's
Do it automatically.
any kind of factories involved. What are the latest soil samples? Or you could do all that, right? You could.
Right.
Yep.
I would. Bottom line, I would trust AI. If I had a
Yeah, I
choice
would
between
too
a
now.
human being
Oh, I would too.
and
Actually.
AI to give me a diagnosis, exactly what I need to do, because AI could go with herbs, it can go with natural, it can go with medicines. It could just have so many options where a doctor may not necessarily even know about it. I mean, shoot, it could be as simple as like, some beetle juice from like Ethiopia or something like that can cure that based on statistics that it's gotten from Ethiopia. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm just saying we got to remember medicine's past 60, 70 years, like for real, in terms of like the pharmaceutical industry. And let's be real about it. They all about making a profit. It's not really about trying to keep you healthy, right? Whereas if there's a database, I mean, look, people took care of headaches before Bayer aspirin and all that stuff, right? People took care of infections before then. People took care of all types of issues. I mean, think about even STDs. I mean, somebody had to take care of something because at the end of the day, the whole village
Stop.
got through.
Why did you
expand more about the STDs?
You pointed at me.
Oh Lord, have
you
mercy.
put the thumb to the side and you said STDs. Like,
please explain that.
All that had to be fixed one way because that would have ran through whole villages and destroyed entire communities, which it probably did to some degree, but somebody had to come up with something. I don't know what the natural treatment is for gonorrhea.
Well, it's funny you mention because like some of my family members are very against like AI, right? And so I wanted to prove a point to myself as well as be able to have knowledge about this subject. So I said, in the healthcare, right? How is AI used in, let's say, assisted living, or how is it used in the medical field? How is it used? And it says, well, because I said, what's the difference between there being a database where a pharmacist can type in, do these two drugs interact? And the answer would be like, based on our database, this is the regular old school databases. These do not get along, right? But then that's when AI is now in perfecting that, going, this guy has a history. The last 12 years, he's had high blood pressure based on this alone, not because of so then it can give you a more educated, well, this just adding more blood pressure medicine is not going to work. We need to come up with so that's where AI is now injected into it. It's like, it's not just picking the way it explained it was the y-axis and x-axis. That's the way the old school is. Now we have a 3D model that has all these accesses at the same time.
Yep, all that in one.
It would even be able to tell environmental conditions or wherever you live. Like there's just too much data that AI can get. So just from a medical perspective, and I don't mean to get any doctors get mad at me, but man, if I had a choice between this AI telling me what's wrong and somebody human, I'm going with the AI. And I think
didn't we discuss this before? Because there was a study that says AI can determine like if the operating room, there was success for this operation, but they found out that the reason why it was higher success was because that operating room was 10 degrees cooler than normal. And it's like that was the deciding factor, is that it's like it was that. So don't do this operation when it's hot. You got to make sure you got to get these conditions down low, because that was the deciding factor. Higher percentage of success.
The bacteria in warmer and the warmer temperature.
Maybe because because I remember you said it on the procedure. It was all these different factors, how long.
Well, you can imagine some procedures are 20 minutes, some are 3 hours, right? So a temperature would,
heart infection, the longer time,
right?
So a heart transplant would take longer than like a toe removal,
right?
For example.
He knows.
No,
I'm just kidding. Hey, so Icy, yours.
So what part of AI are you thinking?
Let's talk yours.
Oh, I had my toe removed. Yeah, I had my toe removed.
No, the criminal stuff on AI.
The whole thing was supposed to be about law enforcement. Why are we talking
law enforcement?
medical anyway?
I'm trying to hear your opinion.
I messed up basically.
No, I'm following you. This is your show.
That's why I was trying to bring in the legal side of it. Like, who are they going to sue? Like, who is if you decided to use AI and you not make the decision, are you held 100% responsible?
I think right now the facility, whoever's administrating it, still whatever the facility is,
regardless of
whether it's the AI or whether it's the doctor itself. I think that facility is still in charge to make sure their system is working appropriately to render the proper.
And I think if there were several lawsuits based on AI information alone, then guess what? That hospital won't use the AI anymore.
Exactly.
No, you can't.
No, they won't. If they won't be able to financially be able to do it.
Growing. That's like saying people aren't going to use. If a couple people
if they get sued and the hospital has to pay.
Early development of cars because there weren't anti-lock brakes and it wasn't power steering. People, going off of mountains because they can't steer the thing right. They'll go back to horse and buggy. No, the technology improved and it got better. AI is not going anywhere.
No, I didn't say. I'm not saying that. You're misunderstanding.
Go back.
He's saying
if you're driving,
stop using it.
If you're driving a car and it has lane assist on, and they find out that this program their AI is constantly crashing into other cars by using lane assist, they're going to have to buy a new lane assist program. They'll have to. I know. But that's what I'm saying. But if there's constantly problems, they'll be like, I'm not using that right now. We need to back up. We need to fix this. So they're not going to use that at that point. They're going to wait till it gets better, right? Because if they get all these lawsuits, then they're going to be like, well, we weren't getting these. I know, but not based on AI. They weren't getting lawsuits based on AI. Yeah, they do got a human error. I know. I'm just saying that might be the course of action for them is to disable this for a while until it gets better.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. No, I do agree. I just think
so. On the legal side, I saw this article on I don't know I can't remember how long ago, but attorneys using AI in a court case where they're using there were 5 different attorneys that were supposed to be doing all of this stuff that they were supposed to be doing and checking and doing all the official stuff. I paused their upload so we're not having any issues.
Where's the chat?
Oh, I'll get back over to the chat.
Because I want to, right there. Okay.
Oh, yeah, we got a new one.
Hey, there we go.
Yeah. So the case was they went and put into AI for whatever the case was, and they didn't go back and check their work of what those case logs were and to make sure that those cases that they were referencing. So they actually went through the whole process. The judges, they actually lost the case, but then the judges pulled it all back. And one of the reasons why it had this big giant panel with all these judges and they're reaming these judges or these attorneys
because those cases. Now, can we give a suggestion for anybody
disbarred people
that has decided to use AI in certain things? The most important prompt, or amongst the important prompts, is you have to let AI know immediately. Do not apply any filler information or any placeholders. This is a real document. You have to tell it because it will fill it. I've seen it. I've done it. And I'm like, man, my patient, what the heck are you talking about? So you have to do that. But we're experienced with it. So we know, obviously there are people more than us. But I want to take a quick break. I want to say 2 things. One, we have mindful energy healing on here. Gloria, I just want, because sometimes I'll make jokes and they might not go over well. So I wanted to apologize to you on air. That was a while ago, but still, you know what I'm talking about. Honey Bear, want to apologize to you because we haven't been able to make it to all your programming. You're doing some fantastic stuff, and we want to give you some love. But we're just working on a lot of projects that are keeping us late that we tell people every week. Icy books. I'm doing a launch of my products, and along with that's why Goofy is here, eating my damn food up in here because we got projects that we have to get done. So
I guess I'm goofy. All right. So again, Honey Bear, I sat yesterday, the day before. I actually sat and watched your entire podcast while I was in there working and stuff. So I put it on the video. Amazing. I was talking to Gloria about it yesterday or the day before, and she was telling me just amazing things that you're doing and how well you've put that podcast
And
together.
Club Room.
Both. I mean, the Club Room on Monday, and then
Honey Bear be hustling.
Her Grand Pavilion over on Friday. Both of them, I'm pretty sure they're at 5 o'clock. So if you guys, one's in Horizon Worlds, go. She's doing cool things in there, and the way that people are coming in and conversating, it's doing amazing.
And you're doing a great job.
Yes, and she says this a lot too. And I'm just going to throw this out there because we were in there for a little bit of her other podcast. That when you go into Club Room, make sure you look at the mirror before you go out into the lobby, because you're going to be wearing your underwear. So make sure you put your clothes on before you go into the Club Room. And when you're in Club Room and you're going to her podcast,
we gotta get back.
It's amazing. I know, but
no shirt, no service.
Not doing it quickly, like
no shirt, no service.
Honey Bear, you're doing a fantastic job. We could have said where she's located. You spent 20 minutes like yapping. Why don't we talk about where she lives, her address?
I was trying to give her some love. I'm sorry, anyway, my bad.
Gloria, same. Well, we'll give you a shout out too, because you're still doing some amazing things. We're hoping your dreams come true with your with the facilities you're trying to do.
And the Hemi community coming up. There's a barbecue fundraiser coming up. You guys need to support. I'm throwing it out there. There's going to be a big barbecue stuff coming up out here in New Jersey that we're going to be involved in. So
I'm gonna go down there. I'm gonna be there.
So
we love you too, Glow.
Yeah. So back to our regularly scheduled program where we're talking about AI and how it's going to infiltrate our daily lives. We're talking judicial, we're talking medicine, we're talking technology, and we would love everybody's opinion. Whoever's on here, jump on and say where you think AI is going. Lego Connor, I like Connor.
You're welcome. You're welcome, Honey Bear. Hey, you gonna read Connor's message?
Connor.
He said a couple things.
So I want to apologize for bailing on last week. Yeah, he had to take over that episode. I was like, yo, I was out. I wanted to
read all of it.
Tesla has multiple self-driving car crashes. Yeah, they aren't going to stop offering it. Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. They're not. I want to apologize. Right.
Then apologize. He's waiting to hear an apology.
Man, you did. Hold up. Let me tell you this. You guys look great last week. Me looking at it from a third-person perspective on the train, you guys look good. All you guys. Connor look good.
Thank you.
You guys look good. So I'm not apologizing for that. I'm gonna apologize for him looking good in my seat.
I guess
he looked good.
All right.
I apologize to him. That means he took my job. So he did horrible. He had a funny looking nose. Like, bro, you break it 3 times. Like, what happened? You had a slight drift in your right eye. You got problems.
He's part black. We're still working on the fatherhood thing.
Wait a minute. You need to talk to your wife, bro, because you got issues there.
Yeah, I got questions. Don't worry, I got questions.
So
back to the subject.
So where are we going now? Icy, you want to talk about the movie?
Well, no, I did want to make a comment. There's, I believe, an episode of Black Mirror, but there was also a movie which has the toilet that would determine every day you'd wake up and you'd have to, and it'd say, oh, you need to take this pill because your urine analysis says this. And so, like, is the law part of it is, let's say I wake up and I have this toilet there, like, and it gives me wrong information saying I need to take a certain amount of medicine because my whatever's wrong. And then I end up going into some kind of shock or whatever. Like, is it legally, like, that's an appliance that I bought, right? Or is it the software, the AI software that's included? Like, where would the law go with that kind of thing?
Yeah, that's a good question. Like, if you take that medicine, do you go after the software company?
Or do you take the medicine? Right. Yeah.
And it does something to you. But I wanted, you were talking about something earlier before we came on about that story about AI. Now I lost my brain. What did you say? You said you were talking about, it was almost the law thing that I was just talking about. You brought it up before we came on. What was it?
Oh, okay. So there was a court case where they brought in the attorney and the person brought in witness statements to support their side of the case. And they played them for the jury. They played them. They were entered into evidence. So someone, the judge or whoever, entered them into evidence. But it come to find out, the judge kept watching something. And he's like, wait a minute, there's something fishy going on here. It turns out all the witness statements were all AI generated. like completely. Like it was just all fabricated.
And the judge, and what do you know what happened to the people?
Well, I don't know the total outcome, but he threw the case. He's like, we got to stop this. We got to start the case over. Everything has to start over because there's all this misinformation, right? So
all that wasted time. And you know what's so crazy? If you think about that, how much money? I turned it off. Think about how much money was wasted. They have to go through the court's time. They have to redo that whole case again. And that person who's whatever, now they have to repay for the attorney and all that.
Sue that lawyer.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Just because of, and those are the things with AI that you got to watch out for. And that's what I was saying. When Doc was making that determination to say, I'm going to trust AI, he's got to confirm everything that's going on before he signs on that dotted line. Because if he doesn't double check what AI might have done, shut up.
Well,
but I'm talking about it. Let's go with an attorney then. This might be a little different case. An attorney needs to make sure that those cases, those case logs and whatever cases they were trying to bring up in case, that they're actual cases. Because the one that I did, the 5 lawyers went through the whole thing without doing any research, trying to make sure that those case logs were right. This case number was this, and this. And so the judge was going, this isn't even a real court case. This isn't even a real thing.
So my opinion on that, if I have a lawyer that's representing me and I'm like, okay, he's like, oh, I've got it. And he goes up and he gives the judge false stuff. And I'm like, okay, what is that? I don't know what that is. But he's like, don't worry, I got a handle. And that happens. I hope that lawyer can fight, because the first thing I'm going to do is go to Planet Fitness. I'm going to get in the gym for about a month and I'm whooping on him all day long. So that's how
I didn't know where that was going.
Yeah, I
hope the lawyer.
I'm going to the gym for a month.
I know.
What?
I'm out of shape now.
To beat him up.
Roll up on him now. He's a lawyer. He probably been like doing calisthenics and stuff and Taibo.
So
like I can't.
I'm
just gonna roll up on him just because I think he can't fight.
Billy Blanks is gonna come out.
That's a mistake.
Billy Blanks. Wow.
Anyway,
what a callback. Billy.
I'm sorry. Go to next.
All right. So I know. Taibo.
Dude, I did Billy Blanks. I know Billy Blanks.
Exactly.
Okay, so here's the thing. When you're using ChatGPT, what does it say at the bottom? Be sure to verify everything because AI makes mistakes. Now get this. Now based on what Doc said, I would trust AI 100%. What if your surgeon says, sign this, that this is the mapping we used, but it could be incorrect because AI makes mistakes? Would you? I mean,
talking about something that's used for public use. See, that's the difference with these.
No. But what I'm saying is, as a patient, wouldn't I should have the knowledge that all these scans were made and AI determined that the tumor wrapped this way around?
Yes, I do believe AI would be able to determine where it's wrapped. Yeah,
I know, but AI also makes mistakes because AI is a people pleaser.
Consumer use, man.
No, what I'm saying is AI is
consumer, like regular.
AI makes mistakes. Is that true?
So is that why the government is wanting to use AI?
No, I'm just saying. Is that a true statement? Is that a true statement? Let's get a baseline. Does AI make mistakes?
Correct.
Yes.
Okay. So regardless of who gets sued, because the tumor didn't go in this direction, regardless of that, we're not talking that. Because if you die on the table because AI made a mistake, you're still dead. Right? It doesn't matter who you get to sue or who the family gets to sue.
Well, that's not in question though.
Yeah,
right. So AI makes mistakes. So if they told me, like, let's say, because you were just saying, there's a database. What were you just saying? Court cases.
Right.
No, Devlin, court cases. Right.
Yeah,
so AI is a people pleaser. We all know that's true. If you say, is there any cases that support my theory? AI might go, yeah, blah, 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 versus New Jersey, Mr. Johnson.
No,
and then you're like,
about regular person use. These goofballs messed up. If there's an AI specifically for law, that's not going to happen. Like,
no,
if it's made for law.
I understand. But here's how you fix part of that. Again, I'm saying working together. AI is a great tool. I'm saying working together. So if I was a judge in this scenario that Devlin said, if you're like, I don't want any kind of artificial intelligence used for any kind of case law. You need to use the database that's already existing that you can type in, and it's actually pulling it from the X and Y axis, not from all these other things that could interfere with it. So what I'm saying is those attorneys should not be allowed to use AI. That should be outlawed for that purpose.
It'll
right?
never
For
happen.
case
There's
law.
too much database in there.
Too much data.
There's too much data in there to expect someone to not have.
Wait a minute. Wait.
Let me finish. Let me finish.
Why your voice get so high?
Well, because he was. Okay. So hold on. So my thing is, I hear what you're saying is having. Shut up. You having keeping them out of AI because of the possibility of AI making mistakes, and saying because AI will make mistakes, you can't use it. That's not the solve, because the solve.
Okay, again, you didn't hear me.
Finish.
You didn't hear what I said.
I did, but let me finish.
God, I wish he wasn't here because this is too loud.
But let me. I did hear what you said. I was getting
okay, because I said case law only.
Right. I'm getting to that. So if there's case law and that mechanism that you were saying, X and Y, and that's the only thing that they can use is that X and Y, then they are missing out, because only what's offered in X and Y has only been inputted what they want inputted. So you've got your AI sitting out here that has everything that X and Y doesn't have, and you're telling me don't go look over there where all the other good stuff's at and do your case that way, but you can't use it. Yes, it has it all in there, but don't use it. You can only use this.
Okay, let's say, great. So let's say that a lawyer says, I used AI, right? And this is the case law. And then the judge goes, okay, I want you to look that up. Are they supposed to go to a book and look it up? Or are they going to look for a database?
However, he asked them to look it up.
Right. So then you said it's going to take too long. It's going to take too long that they have to use AI. So you're still using the X and Y idea. You're using AI. You're saying, hey, I need you to do this, but I need to verify. So how do you verify it? How would you verify it once AI said this exists?
Either by the database or that particular knowledge.
By the database. Again, we're going back to the database that's already on there.
Or a book.
Right.
Or a book.
So if they have a computer that says, is there a sports card that's OJ Simpson number this, right? Then it will come up as, yes, that exists, or no, it doesn't exist.
You gonna ask that question?
Don Chronic.
Right.
Ask this one first.
AI is a great tool, but it's limited to human intuition and experience. No, it's not limited to that.
It is. And then this is Chronic.
Well, what X?
What is X? What is Y? The reason why he used that as the X and Y. The reason why IC was using X and Y is just
the old computers, old computer databases.
Damn Chronic.
I know, asking these crazy questions. Yeah, that's him letting
Alexa
us know.
Stop.
Hey, what's up, Chronic? How you doing, man?
At least he's not showing up on our broadcast for
popping in out of the blue. We didn't forget, Chronic. You jumping in on our podcast.
But no, I see what you guys are saying. But I'll be honest with you, I'm still signing.
You're still, regardless.
I'm signing because if I have a choice, so let's say I have some sort of a precursor to a like when you look at things radiographically, like on X-ray, sometimes things can't be realized on X-ray just yet, right? But there's some symptomology. I would rather AI look at similar things that are going on with me than I would depend on to go through tens of thousands of X-rays in a second, say, hey, these are the things we need to look out for, than have a doctor using the human brain trying to fumble around and figure me out. That might see something, some particular spikes on the bone or something like that.
That'll get you.
That the regular doctor might not see, but the AI is like, wait a second, I see one spike. Now to notice it by the human eye, maybe you guys see 20 spikes. I don't know. But it sees that, it's like, wait a minute, let's look at this case back in Oregon, 1985. Let's look at this case in split seconds, say, all these spikes correlated and meant this type of pathology that could be, developing. I just trust it. I'm signing. You guys say whatever you want. I'm signing for the lawyer too.
Even if it comes up wrong?
It ain't gonna come up wrong.
It did.
Well, that's because
it actually came up wrong.
I'm with you, but that's
they don't know how to. That's because they don't know how to use prompts.
You can't get mad at people for doing stupid stuff.
You're right.
If it was a legal database that gave them the information they needed, I think they did. I think you said they used ChatGPT.
X and Y. I know. You heard that, Icy? The database. He said it again. I know.
If there was only a database,
but if
there was only a database to look it up.
Good.
Yeah, give me a piece of that before you eat it all gone.
Everybody eat the rest. Hey, he got me $5 brownies. Cheap behind.
Hey, I got a good brownie recipe. So I seen this guy.
No. Let's stick to the subject. Unless AI made it.
We already went off it. And like, well, you just brought up brownies.
Let's hear it, Icy.
You just brought up brownies.
I know. Say it, Icy.
It's basically a very simple. You take a brownie mix and you add 1 can of Dr. Pepper. No eggs, no oil, nothing.
Oh, and the doctor, you just told us that the other day. Man. I forgot about that.
That's it.
You can't say it'll never be a mistake made. No, I agree. That's cool. I know. I totally understand. But I know it.
So I have when I go to the doctor, I've got it says, hey, in order to treat you, you got to sign all this stuff, right? Now, how many people read it? Now. I just said
You just said that.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. I was battling. I apologize. That takes me back, Icy.
We listen before we talk. That's the way we do it here. Okay? Listen, Linda. Listen, Linda. So when I go to the doctor, like I said, I got to sign something like, oh, do you want to be treated for this surgery? I say yes. Now do you want to read it? It's 14 pages long. Do you want to read it before you sign it or what? Like, that's my choice. Just like signing up for social media. Do I accept all these? Yes, I accept it. Right. So in that agreement, there will be a part like what Doc is saying. I agree to them using AI to map out this particular cancer. Yep. You're agreeing to that. So it's not about like, should I agree or not? Like you are agreeing to it. So therefore you're accepting responsibility for that AI, right? So legally, like I can't go back to them and say, I didn't know that you were going to use this type of anesthesia when it's clearly stated and I signed my name on it. So I can't go back and sue that. So I'm supporting what you're saying, Doc. I'm supporting what you're saying is like, we're going to say yes to it, right? Because we already are. We already are saying yes to it.
Exactly. Right. And so what's so funny is, did you see Gloria's listen, Linda? She said, listen, Linda.
I think talking to me. My Linda?
No, because we just said listen, Linda, and did that. He doesn't get it, Glow. He's all right.
Oh, Glow did a corny joke?
Yeah. She did a corny joke. Yeah, she did a
joke. It wasn't a joke. What are you talking about? It wasn't a joke.
It's a hold harmless agreement.
Hold harmless, right.
Yep. Yeah. All right, here's who's this from? This is from Connor. I don't think it's fair to say we won't be wrong because the design in legal settings, AI is being designed by someone is definitely being So again, if you know what's crazy?
Self-learning.
AI gets off the hook for that saying it makes mistakes. So it doesn't have any legal line. That's crazy though. If you think about that, they can't be sued for making mistakes because
it
says
they gave the disclaimer right there.
Yeah. That's crazy.
It's mistakes but yet we compared to who, though?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Who we compare these mistakes against?
Because we make more mistakes than the AI does, I'm sure.
So if human error is like...
I don't make any mistakes.
AI is 0.0001.
Oh, you don't make mistakes, Icy?
No.
No, guys, listen to me. Now, listen to me, all you people out there with the AI. Yes, AI can make mistakes. But if, like I said, if mistakes, and remember, insurance company has the mathematics to tell you. Stats. Right, that's how you get insurance quotes and stuff like that. They have the stats. So if you have a mistake and human error accounts for 1% or 0.9%, right? But then AI involved. Now all of a sudden it's 0.0023 of similar errors. I mean, yeah, I mean, you have to say yes, it can make mistakes, but the percentage is so low. It's like, right. I'm signing.
I'm still the outcome is still better than human mistakes than using AI. Because you're basing
anyway.
it. I was gonna say you're basing it because humans are gonna make more mistakes just by default. Anyway,
no financial gain, making a clear-cut decision as opposed to putting me under the knife because it's profitable. And I've talked to doctors. Remember, that's my world, so I know what was going on out there. I was in residency. I was in the hospital rotating. I saw,
decision making that they should have maybe let AI do it.
Just saying.
That makes sense. It makes sense because then you're taking out the corruption side of it, and you're getting only data and facts, and so you can base it on that instead of any type of influence or whatever. What do you say?
I think AI makes a lot of mistakes because when I was in the hospital and I was in pain, and it'd been like an hour after I had my pain pill, and I say, I'm in pain, I need more pain pills, and it says you can only have it every 2 hours. There's a mistake there because I know that it's been past 2 hours because I'm still in pain. Give me some more pain meds.
Right.
You made a mistake.
Because you can get addicted. I think Percocet, I didn't notice. I took a test. One of my CMEs, and I personally didn't realize you can get addicted off Percocet. I kept getting the damn question wrong because I thought it would take a couple weeks of taking it, and I think the answer was like a couple of days if you're overtaking it. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but I remember it's a much shorter time.
I think you're thinking of crack.
No,
I think you get addicted to crack really fast.
Codeine. And that's why they had the whole thing of Percocets, and they had the whole regulations come down because people were being addicted and didn't know it. People being addicted to pain pills. So AI is going to tell you cannot take it. And yes, you're still in pain. That's not a mistake. It's telling you no.
I know. That's why I'm saying it's wrong. It's wrong. I needed that. I needed that pain pill.
So Connor said, yeah, but I'd rather sue my lawyer for making a mistake rather than trying to sue the $1 billion AI company. And that goes back to what I said. You're going to sue. You're still going to sue the lawyer, regardless if whatever tool they used, if it's the wrong tool. If it's the wrong tool and they used it wrong, then they need to be sued. You're right, Connor.
We know Connor's a serial killer, right? Like that's all given. And he's going to have a healthy defense, right? I'm pretty sure Connor's going to want that AI to research every case and every loophole he can possibly get for trying to figure out why his DNA was 400 miles away at the same time his phone was pinging off the towers. You're going to want to get access to every case possible to try to explain that.
And that is the premise. That's the premise of the movie Mercy.
Okay, now bring that up. I'm glad you brought that up.
No, go ahead. No,
you're the one. You two are the ones that saw it.
Doc watched it. I'm curious of what Doc said he watched it. I'm curious what he said.
I saw it. I thought there would be too many data points. Chris Pratt, like you reminded me. Chris Pratt was in a movie where there was a crime committed, and AI was basically like, you got a couple hours to figure it out.
90 minutes.
90 minutes.
Yeah.
90 minutes and you did. Now that's a bit extreme, guys. I'm not saying it should be like that, but I think there would be too many data points for you to really be able to fool AI like that. I mean, it's a movie, so we have to take it what it is. I think there's just going to be too many data points, and nobody's going to be able to create that perfect scenario.
What do you? Okay, you said that before. Explain what do you mean? Too many data points. What do you mean? There's too many data points.
I think the surveillance system is being evaluated by AI. I guess crime scene measurements and photos and blood spatters, whatever. I mean, I don't think that had blood spatter. I don't remember. But my point is all this is being evaluated by AI, and humans are fallible. We're just so bad that you have to leave some sort of something that's going to lead back to you. Phone records, text messages, phone data towers, phone towers and stuff like that.
Yeah, but see,
no way for it to be that perfect. Like the movie, it was perfect. The people who were trying to get away with the crime. I don't think.
Do you think though, as fast as AI is though, do you think that AI could get all that data points and put it together? And because we've seen how fast that AI can actually do things and read what you wrote. Yeah. So if there's 1,000 data points, AI can put it together pretty quick,
real fast, and put all
that's what I think.
In 90 minutes though.
No. Well, so the idea of the movie is that if he can't bring, let me explain the movie a little bit. So he gets arrested for killing his wife. He wakes up in a chair. He's strapped in a chair. He's accused of killing his wife because all the data points point to him at like a 98% chance he did it. So what the AI judge says is you have 90 minutes to bring that down to a certain level, like 85%. Then if you can bring it down and there's justifiable, like we can justify that it may not be you, we will hold a trial. So you only have 90 minutes to bring it down so far. If it goes, if you go lower, I mean, if you're at 95 at the 90 minutes, you're executed because you did not prove that you didn't do it. Now, the person on trial, everybody has access to every body cam, every yeah, everything that they want, they have access to. If they're accused of stealing, they can look at the surveillance cameras of the store. Like all these things that they can pull this all together and say, look, example I used earlier. I could say you're close to being you're guilty, right? We're saying you're guilty. It's like, but I can prove I walked into the movie theater at 8 o'clock. You said it happened at 9. This is proof. So my percentage now goes to 89%. But here's what the data shows. That doesn't mean you were sitting in that seat watching it the whole time. You could have went out an emergency exit or a back door and committed it and be back. So that way you didn't prove your innocence, but you made it more believable that you weren't there.
Right.
So it's all basically AI is using all. It's not based on race. It's not based on anything. It's based on facts only. Right. So it's not like,
things not being based on race.
Yeah, I know.
I'm saying like, so, the guy's homeless. Well, does that matter that if he stabs somebody? Right. Well, he was homeless and he was brought up and his dad beat him. But did he kill the person? The victim is going to say he's dead. The victim's dead.
Right.
It doesn't matter what if it was a rich guy, if he was a rich guy from New York versus a homeless guy in New York.
Right.
The facts,
opportunity.
Based on the facts. Doesn't matter what color you are. Doesn't matter like what car you drive. Nothing. So AI would look at it purely on facts only.
Exactly.
Right?
Yep. And see that, but you see what happened? You know what that movie proved again? That AI has taken jobs. Now where's the detectives? Now we just lost the detectives.
Well, if you had watched the movie, they work hand in hand.
Yeah, they work in conjunction.
Oh, okay. So it was just an assist.
Imagine this. Imagine a world where all your biometrics are in a database, right? Your height, the way you walk. I don't know if that would be considered
no. That doesn't work for me. Yeah, that doesn't work for me.
At the base of gate. No, my thing is that imagine all that store when you go into a store.
Thank you.
It's evaluated and all that stuff.
Everybody's included.
Imagine those data points. So what happens is whatever those points are, the way you move, your height, your particular style of walk, just all that stuff, your features, and imagine if there's a crime and they could put that through a database and bring it down to 40 people within a 5-mile area. Because the way that criminal ran, and again, no color, no nothing, but the way he ran matches the
database.
I guess the database or the data points or whatever for this particular person. We can have less crime. Hey, Serum, first of all.
You're telling the truth, Doc, because your gait, that's your gait, the way you walk. Mm-hmm. Your gait, everybody's is very, there could be very similar. Mm-hmm. Right. But there was a show called Person of Interest.
I loved it.
Mm-hmm.
So they used the gait a lot because they said that it was analyzing, even though you couldn't see it was a shadow, they could prove AI. That's another good one for AI.
Person of Interest. Awesome show.
Actually, that's all about AI.
It was. And it's watching and the screens and the cameras everywhere he went. There were the blind.
And so it would tell based on your gait that this person, because it's 11 inches. 11 inches from foot to foot, and then his hip shifts this way.
Yep.
That's true.
Yeah.
Whether you're knock needed, pigeon toe, like all those, if they just measured that and if they catch somebody, yeah, you could be all, whatever you want to have up, but they'll catch that stride on you. The size of your butt, the size of your thighs. I mean, that can all be calculated based on the type of pants you're wearing. I mean, it's a lot, and it's a lot of factors in there that I think you can really. I think detectives would have a tough time
and using that as a tool. So that's them using the
AI. But that's actually really good, though. I think to me that's a good thing. Yep. Because there's literal error. That's not a person going, I know I used glasses, I didn't have them on, but he looked like that white guy.
Yep. I need facts.
Right. This is
facts.
But then I guess then the problem is hackers. Then the problem is how secure is the data, right?
Bad information.
Then there's a whole new
bad information going in. Who monitors that?
Now we got to worry about how lazy the cop is, or how much money he might have been got under the table by the local homies. I'm not saying all cops do all type of stuff, but now you got to worry about if the cop just got divorced and he just angry at all women. So at that particular arrest right there, he might have been a little extra because he's mad at his ex.
Yep.
It
removes all that,
and vice versa. Mm-hmm. It removes the whole. Like in other words, you bring up these factors as far as AI, but man, we got many more as human beings.
1000%.
Also, the movie Mercy, which is on Prime Video. I'm not sponsored by this. I gotta put the legal thing. AI is gonna say he said this, but but no. The reason why that I don't want to give the whole movie away. But there's lawlessness in America. Basically, there's just random people, knocking people over the head for no reason, just stupid stuff. So that's why they said we need a quick way to get people in and out of like the law enforcement part. They're guilty. They're guilty. We know they're guilty. They're executed. That's it. And then that way there's harsh punishment. So it's like, wait a minute, I'm going to get my arm cut off if I steal and there's proof that I'm not going to steal because I don't want to get my hand cut off or my arm,
Doc has a theory on that too.
What, they should cut off the hand?
No, the legal system on if people are acting up. And
this is that's what I was leading to.
I think you'll save us. I think we could pay for healthcare, we could pay for education, we do all that if we have swifter justice. You got people in the freaking system for like 3-4 years, and we know. I mean, I agree. I understand they get the if they plead not guilty, they get all these things they can do in the court system. I get it.
We're too lenient on some of this.
No, I'm not lenient. Who's lenient? What? Have you heard?
No, I'm on our punishments. We're too lenient. We're too lenient on punishments when we know they're guilty.
Yes. I think we're too lenient. I just get annoyed when somebody like this one kid, and I don't care what his excuse was. It doesn't matter the color. It was it was robbing a 7-Eleven or whatever, and he put the gun behind the guy's head and he shot him. Right? I mean, the gun went off. I'm not trying to hear that. I'm just not trying to hear that. The gun went off. You went into that store to rob, right? You put the gun in the back of his head. I don't care. Your daddy left, your mama left, you from the trailer park, you from the hood. I don't care about that. That's just not my thing. You put a gun on the back of somebody's head, cry me a river, the family, everything. He went into that facility to harm somebody because he had a gun with live ammunition in it. So that means, so the 7-Eleven person could have fought back and he could have killed him. You put yourself in that scenario. Mm-hmm. So I'm not trying to hear you're going to sit there in jail for like 2-3 years before it goes to trial. Then we got to pay jurors. We got a judge, we got lawyers, we got nah, man, that's not my thing. I'm talking about distinctive stuff. I don't care about this, that, and the other. You got mad at your girlfriend or you need to feed your family. I would rather you run in there and grab some bread and some juice and run out, try to feed your family. I would rather you jump over the thing and snatch the money and try to run. I'm cool with that, but you put the weapon in there. So anything that happens is on you. So he shot the guy in the head, and I just didn't like the way his defense team was trying to just turn it to like he didn't mean it. It went off by accident. I'm not trying to hear, because if that's my family member that he shot in the head, I ain't hearing it. So I'm looking.
You can be saying that many times. We're live, so I don't know.
What did I say?
That out there, shot and the killing.
Oh, I can't say that.
I don't know what.
Anyway, he did something to that person where they were unalived, and unalived, and I just don't like that. So In that case, I think we go through all this stuff, and now sensationalism. It's on the news and all that stuff. I'm not hearing all that. You went in there, you did that guy like that, you did him dirty. His family no longer has that provider. I don't know if he owned that business. I don't know what type of turmoil that family's gone through because you did that. But you came into that facility.
Exactly.
And you did it. So I'm not trying to hear all that. So at the end of the day, I think there should be a quicker stepwise process of just we should be swift to justice. It should be,
and that's the whole mercy thing.
Yeah,
that's the whole idea of AI.
I said shot.
Yeah, I don't think you can. I don't know though.
So I didn't mean that word. I meant.
I don't know. I'm just we're three old guys. We don't know.
Yeah, we old, and then I'm like fussy now and stuff as I get older. So if I said wrong words, I apologize.
No, they're not wrong words. It's just that,
I don't know the rules. They know the rules.
You know what? You know what's funny though? This brings it around because AI is scanning our lives.
Right.
So
big
old thing. He said that word, shot.
Well, so he says it again.
Well, I'm just saying. Okay, not pop or poop.
Unaliving someone.
Okay.
Because I watch a lot of videos and they bleep out even the word whatever word.
Yeah. I've seen that. Yeah, you're
because they know it's either you don't get monetized, which could be the thing that you could say these words, but you just won't get monetized.
Right.
That could also.
Or if you're being monetized, you have to be careful with the type of.
You got to be right. That's what I'm. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
People coming in. What are we talking about today, Icy?
It's not. It's docs.
We're talking about AI and how it's how we believe it's going to infiltrate our world from a legal perspective, medical perspective, and just general perspective. And we just want people's opinion on where they think AI is going and some questions they may have in reference to it. Like in other words, I personally think AI is going to be everywhere, and I'm going to love it and I'm going to accept it. I mean, what do you think, people who are here? We got about 20,000 people watching us.
Yeah, somebody say something.
You guys step on in and just give us your opinion on what you think's going on with AI.
So in Miami, they have a vehicle. It's an autonomous police vehicle called PUG. PUG. So it's a police car. And it goes around, and what it does is it scans all license plates. It notices when people jaywalk, like whatever's happening. It records everything. And one of the things that it does is, like I said, it reads license plates, so it can tell if that's been stolen car, and if it comes up stolen, then they call an actual physical person to come out and investigate. If the person says that the car is a suspended license, then even though it might not be the guy they may own it, but it's their daughter driving, right? But it still flags it and says, let's investigate because this could be a crime.
They should.
Right. So and if somebody is committed a crime and it's in the area and they know that that autonomous vehicle is right next to an alarm going off or something, it has drones in it that will lift out of the vehicle and follow. So
that's it.
That's what I'm talking about.
And it's a 1-year pilot program. It's called PUG. Look it up. It's in, I don't know what county. Just type in Miami-Dade County. Is that a real one?
Oh, Miami-Dade.
Yeah, so that's it. That's the county. Miami-Dade County. It's called PUG, and look into it. This could be rolling up all over the place. It's gonna, and
I think it should. Hey, get them.
And they said that it will take the place of 19 physical cop cars that are out there with actual people in it. So again, you're looking at the flip side going, that's taking away jobs, right? No, it is. It is taking away jobs. Don't say no. You always say no to that. But it is taking away jobs. But here's the thing. I mean, if that's going to be a reality, that is going to be a reality, regardless if it does.
I'll prove the point why it's not taking.
No, don't prove the point. No, we don't need to get it.
This is pertinent. This is pertinent information. Because seriously, so right now you're saying that Miami-Dade Police Department right now currently they staff however many police officers that they currently have right now. So let's say we're not taking those jobs away. It's saying it will do the jobs of that many people. We're not saying it's taking those jobs away. We're adding, it's just like what Doc and I do for our AI and building and stuff, whatever. we're not taking those jobs away. We're saying we're doing the same thing as that many people, but we're getting the same outcome. So we're going to still use those same number of cops that are in Miami-Dade, but now we're going to add a feature to be able to catch more criminals without adding those other jobs to it. But it's still doing the same work as that.
Okay, I can see what you're saying there. It's basically like, okay, I'll concede this what you're saying, because in Seattle, right, they need more police. In New York, they need more police. So this is where, hey, we can't get the physical people there, but we can throw this vehicle in there, and it's basically allowing the actual humans to be able to go to that domestic violence thing where they have to be there presently. So
exactly,
imagine a police car, where if like police didn't have to roll up to the car, where they would release a drone.
Safety.
That would go up to the car, film and detail who's in the car, get the driver's information, and also will be able to accept their
give it a ticket. Yeah, dude.
In here,
safety.
So I already got your picture. We got the license plate. We got you. If they take off, these drones are going to be powerful. It's going to be.
See, I like that because
something to disable their car, something a magnetic thing that takes their car off.
I think also you see these videos where they won't roll the window down. They say, give me your supervisor, right? Like that's all stall, like tactics to stall everything. But if it's a drone and it's AI, it's not a person that you're negotiating with. It's like I said, I'm going to give you 3 times. Give me your license. After the 3rd time, this window will be broke. Like that's it. There's no negotiating. There's no this, there's that.
I know.
Violent drones. No, I'm just saying, just go get it.
No. What I'm saying is there's no negotiating with a drone.
No leeway, right?
There's no negotiating. It says, if you don't give me this and you drive away, there'll be a warrant for your arrest. You're in the system now. You just pulled away from an accident, or you just, you evaded the speeding ticket that I'm trying to give you. Whatever it is, it don't have to be like violent, but it's like, if you ignore this, there will be consequences.
Yeah, but then we got to be careful with, police officers who are bad actors.
Who are bad actors, yeah. I was going to say what Gloria said.
Oh, Gloria, therapy.
Yeah.
I saw the therapy.
So in using AI to make therapy and emotional advice instead of getting that
bias,
that person, because again, just like what Icy was saying, there is that side of AI that is a people pleaser, and that's what their job is. So they might not be giving the full advice because they're trying to please you in that case. So instead of, having that emotional, that actual person to say, click.
Well, AI has caused someone to commit suicide. That's already documented.
Right.
AI told them your best course of action is to end your life, and they killed themselves. That's already happened.
Well, and that's Connor saying they're not going to use. A city isn't going to get more funding because they use AI. And how long until it decides the AI is cheaper than using the people? Well, again, and that's where the company or the police department, the city officials, that's where they have to come in and say, no, we're still going to use actual people, but we're going to use AI as a tool.
That's a hard
decision. They have to.
Well,
I agree.
That is a hard sell because you got budgets, right? So the police department, the city, and the town, they're going to say, well, I can budget 1 autonomous vehicle, even though it's going to be expensive in the long run. But if I can eliminate 5 police officers, and this is going to do the same thing, therefore you did lose actual jobs because of that budget, right? Because they're gonna replace 1 vehicle. So there could be that side too.
I need to ask Tracy this. I don't think you really want our opinions because it seems like you're just trying to prove why we are wrong. I don't know where that was. That please help explain that.
I think industry is going to hinder this too, because things that we could get done now, we can't get it done because of industry.
Right.
Like industry is making too much money. So when you have a company making billions on 1 bit of technology, even though it's archaic or it might be not as good as AI, I think it's going to be hard replacing it because they're making their money. Money rules the world. There we go.
So I think that drones. Now, tell me if you think I'm wrong here. I think that drone technology uses AI. Would we think that is true?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Even if you have a person controlling it, I think AI is being used in the drone technology.
Oh, of course. Yes.
I seen this actually happened already. There was a guy that had a knife and there was a standoff. A drone went in, a drone did, and disarmed. Yeah, you saw that, right?
It took the knife out of his hand.
Yeah, he was laying there. Right, because they knew that it was going to be too loud for the cops to go in because it would wake the guy up. But they thought, why don't we send a drone in, use his arm, grab the knife, he's now disarmed, right? Because there was someone else in there.
Yeah, there was a lady in the bed. There
a kid or a baby, right? There was something. So so AI actually, that's part of the AI law enforcement too. Just like Doc said, a drone pulling up after the guy was speeding. Oh, I know I'm rambling here. A person in, I think it was Montana, a friend of mine said, you remember in Texas when you're driving through and it says this road is so long that it's patrolled by aircraft? Do you remember seeing those?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So now in Montana, it says being patrolled by drones on this highway.
And all they got to do is launch the drones. They can have multiple.
Yep, they go back and forth. They follow cars.
Yep. They save money.
And the benefit too, if you break down, we talk about criminality. Yeah. But there's also that benefit if you do break down within 10, 15 minutes. A drone will notice your stop. Drone will notice your stop.
And they can send an emergency car. And again, you look at, I think that's going in a good...
Internet of Things. Internet of Things. That's what that is. Internet of Things, where not the drone itself, but the car itself will know that it's down and it will send the information out.
Oh, yeah. And then it can send up a drone to investigate the city before anybody else if there's an emergency. Now, I mean, those are the tools that can be used. Like you said, if we pull over and we got an accident on the side of the road, a drone could probably get there much faster than a person to gather
and start recording.
Right. And gathering the information, come down and say how bad the emergency really is, and say then it can kind of track it as it goes. I mean,
keep you company. Imagine if it's your daughter, and keep you company. You're on some road between Arizona and New Mexico, and you
that's also safety features. Yes,
right.
Yeah.
And then it sends out the drone and it's there. Yeah,
bring your food.
Right, bring emergency treatment.
You're broke down. You're broke down.
There might be a station aspect to the drone, which may have MREs. Right.
Or emergency stuff like bandages and stuff like that faster.
Can you imagine in where you get avalanches and things like that when people are buried?
Yeah, real quick.
I mean,
drop a drone, drop the equipment real quick. And again, this is where you use the AI, where you've got these AI monitoring cameras or whatever, and then when something happens, it triggers automatically this response. So if the camera is watching and someone falls, the AI automatically recognizes a fall, triggers an AI first aid kit to come and drop it off right where you are instantly.
Look, people, automation's replacing fast food workers, so just get over it. It's coming.
Yeah, it's coming. Well, again, we as a society,
they're gonna be flipping your burgers soon.
We as a society have to keep that in mind. And again, I argue the job loss, but again, I also argue the job gain, because somebody has to monitor those drones. Somebody has to make sure that the food is in place, that
Did you work
the
at fast
stuff
food?
is. I did.
You did. Hey, did you ever work at fast food?
Yeah, McDonald's. He did.
You work at? I had Burger King. What were you?
McDonald's.
Okay. Did you steal food? Did you steal food?
Everybody did.
You stole food. Okay. The reason why I'm saying that is because that's really good.
You get free food. Why would you steal food?
You did. Icy, stop.
The McRib.
Icy.
The McRib. I put like 10 of those slabs. I'll be in the corner eating a McRib.
I'm gonna say you did steal food, and I'm gonna explain why. Because you used the grill when you weren't supposed to make your own personal food, or there's times that you told, and that.
Oh, but that's not okay. Okay, we could say I used 20. I used I use 22 cents of electricity to cook some food. Yeah, okay.
But you got to do that on a
massive.
massive. You got to look at that from a massive scale.
100%.
All the stores.
So oh my God!
What I'm saying is that the robots won't steal and they'll be extremely efficient, right? Because what we do, if we flipping a burger for a customer and it flips on the ground, like, hey, 2-second rule, right? But
no, there's no 2-second rule. No. If a burger lands on the ground, there's no 2-second rule for me.
Hey, listen, man, let me finish. Like the fries from yesterday that Tang was supposed to be throwing out, but then you see him like, nah, they look good, and toss them back in, let them heat them up a bit.
I know you're just using food products, but there's no way I would eat a fries from yesterday. They wouldn't be around anymore. I wouldn't eat those.
Well, if you're in a drive-through and you got a couple hungry kids at
home.
They
didn't. No one's ever done that.
What? Put old fries back in the baskets?
Bro, where'd you
work? Yesterday's fries? No.
I have it on camera, Icy. I have personally fired.
Wait, hold on. Cooked fries that were cooked. That the next day, McDonald's put it. They need to be fired because there's no way.
McDonald's did it. We're not saying burger. I just said that was
no name. No, he said McDonald's did it.
On camera, pulled camera footage of employees doing things like that, whether old fries specifically.
That's why
yesterday's fries.
I've watched
yesterday's fries that were cooked. Where are they being held? Where were they held?
In the freezer. They put them back in the refrigerator, in the walk-in,
already cooked fries. Already cooked fries. They put them back in there. Well, they need to be fired because they're.
I have footage. And put them back in there to recook them to
save money.
I've never, honestly, in my dozen years, I've never ever heard of that.
The IT guy pulling footage.
Gordon Ramsay.
I'm just saying. I'm never.
Gordon Ramsay. That's a cook, right? Yeah, Gordon. I think it's Gordon Ramsay. Gordon Ramsay had a show where he was at this restaurant because didn't he go in and try to fix restaurants and stuff?
Yeah.
And they found out this, man, I forgot what it was, but it's like she had stuff that was expired, keeping it in the freezer and all that stuff. Look, AI is not going to do that because
people
once the
will do anything to save money.
Yes.
People will do anything to save money.
Stops it.
Connor
said that.
And again, money rules the world.
Money rules the world.
Yeah. But so any type of saving cost or cutting cost, I mean, you'll be surprised what you see on video. Yes, day before.
I agree. There's a lot of snaky things going on, but I personally have never seen day-old fries put in the freezer, brought back out and cook. Because first of all, they wouldn't even cook up the same way. It would be limp. They would be totally limp. There'd be no quality at all to them at all.
Yep, but it happens. They do stupid stuff. And again, AI, just like what he's saying. You can program that so AI is not going to make those mistakes, and you're not going to see that.
Yeah,
is going to cost jobs, which argued would never happen. No, I'm not saying.
It'll cost jobs.
Yes, it's going to cost jobs, but it will also create jobs. That was my point. I'm not saying that. It will balance out in the long run because, again, jobs will be lost, but there will be jobs gained because of it. Right. And that's my point. I know that jobs are going to be lost and people are going to lose their jobs to AI.
They used to deliver ice.
But at the same time, it's going to create jobs.
Those jobs were gone. Remember that? The milkman.
Oh, yeah.
The Iceman before they made refrigerator. And why you mess up the stuff, man? Well, remember, then we came refrigerators that could make ice, but there was a guy who delivered ice at one time, right? And delivered milk and stuff like that. So my point is, it'd be the same argument that, wait a minute, if you create a refrigerator that makes its own ice, jobs will be lost. Yeah, I mean, and we adjust.
And Tracy, you're right. Adjust, yeah. I did say that when the Miami-Dade police, and I'm saying, as a society, we should make that decision and also saying we're going to stick to saving jobs. But yes, there will be some jobs lost. But I think as a society, we need to also keep that in mind. Even though AI is going to be taking jobs, we need to keep in mind of saving jobs. And I'm saying, and I know that they're going to take them and they're going to lose. But us as a society need to make sure we try and preserve that.
Whatever, man. Why you wear the same glasses I got on? And you got the goatee and all that stuff.
Tell me,
take your glasses off.
First off, you do not have Ray-Ban Meta glasses on.
We look too much similar. I don't like
Icy
that.
You
was
guys
saying-
are twins. You're twinsies.
And he's got a California voice, but that thing is piercing. I didn't know how it was until I got it in person. Like that thing just eats through your brain.
You know what? You know what? You know the difference, Doc. Your voice starts out with like a lower thing, and you get to that thing.
Yeah, but he
Right? No.
starts
Your words
the
start like
wayside
with a
is
nice calm voice. Devlin's is like bap 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 bap.
we went to the diner. And I think he walked from the booth, and I guess that lady that was by the other booth, she said something. I don't know what he said, but Devlin walked up to the cash register. I mean, it's a small space. I like horses too. I was like, damn, bro. Like you don't have to. It would be so loud, man. I like horses too. Okay.
You weren't part of, sir. Stay out of my conversations. Like,
So yes. Okay. So back to you, Bob.
What are we doing now?
It's you. We're gonna do a commercial. What do you want to talk about? Commercial. Do a commercial break.
We'll do a commercial for Mindful Healing and Honey Bear.
Oh, there you go. Let's talk about it. Bring a full commercial.
Full commercial.
didn't we talk about them already? I'm not trying to denounce that, but
we still have to do a commercial.
We have to do a commercial. Well, okay, so we'll do our stuff. So Icy, you have
no.
you don't want to talk about yours?
I'm having struggles right now, so.
But you have products. Would you like to talk about the products that you're not having struggles with?
Our commercial is we're using AI, people. It is a lot. I spent the whole
No,
day.
my problem is the stupid cover again. It keeps getting flagged for my stupid cover. Freaking AI.
Didn't we try to say? But he said no. We don't want to make an app. We don't want to do none of that because I got it.
Mm-hmm.
He goes, and then he told us just last week or something.
No, you said you're working on the app. You said are working on it. You are working on it. But you said you're working on it.
But you specifically told us last week.
His voice
I figured it out.
I did. I figured that particular one. You know how many times I figured it out, but then the next one doesn't work? You said, well, that's why I'm going to make you a thing where you just plug this in. Anyway.
What's the commercial?
Oh, Smith App Studio. You're going to talk about that.
Smith App Studio is sexy.
What is it called? What's the app?
Smith App Smith App as an app studio.com. Please check it out. I mean, that's really all I'm going to go from there. All my apps are there under one roof. And here's the thing. This is when we talk about using AI as a tool, you know, it recognized that using a studio, like one place where all maps were, was better for search engine optimization, which I would have never known until I researched search engine optimization and allowed AI to tell me what the best course of action was. And it said that was great that you had Smith App Studio with all the apps because it Google looks at it in a different way. So there's all these cool things you can do with AI.
So with Smith App Studio, how many apps you got on there?
Shoot, I don't know, like
10?
8, 9. No,
9,
I think it's 10.
9,
I think
9,
it includes
9.
Smith App Studio. 8 or 9, 9.
You want to list them off?
Nope.
List them off.
Nope. People got to go to Smith App Studio. I'm not telling you nothing.
Give them 2.
Family Care and Co-Parent. They're getting a working over industrial version.
Actually, we heard word on the street.
True.
Word
Yeah,
on the
True
street.
ID.
True ID. His True ID is going to be a really big one. If you guys are having some identity theft problems, you want some scrubbing some stuff off your Google. There's all kinds of stuff on there that helps you regain your identity back if you've ever had identity theft or any of that stuff done. And True ID.
Yeah, whatever. You'll see it on App Studio. What about your stuff? Go for yours.
Lead route. I got lead route for those of you that are field Rolo. This is
I ain't talking to Rolo.
I know he don't want to.
He still hadn't checked his website, man.
Thank you.
I didn't even build it, and I'm upset at Rolo.
Come on, Rolo. Get on our website.
You've got our resident nerd who went buck wild because that's when he was really getting into it and redid his whole website. Rolo ain't even looked at it. That's just messed up, man. He ain't getting no more of that love no more.
Rolo, you still haven't called me back, Rolo, and looked at your web. I got a whole back end set up.
Fixing Rolo's website.
You got maps.
Making it really good.
You got more. I'm going to tell you right now. I'm just going to say it.
Rolo's not looking at it.
More Rolo in your platform and on your website than most of my other paying customers that have paid more. But I gave you a gift, homie.
He gave you a gift.
You have financial stuff in there waiting for you. You got maps.
You got
client portal.
Oh my God, you guys gotta move away from each other. You gotta move back to California.
I gotta tell you, he hurt because he put a lot of energy in that thing.
I would like to say, after that last conversation, and I told you this, Devlin, he did check his website out because he did check it. And he's like, wait a minute, it's not the purple background no more. So I know. So he did. I was saying he did look at it.
So that's all we got. Wait. Oh wow. It ain't a purple background no more. And that's all we got.
To all our multiverse people, we did meet up with Chesapeake Mall.
Yes, Jody.
Jody from Multiverse was still keeping up with our people. I hope we can, really get together with more people in the future. But it was fantastic meeting her and just chatting with her and
her
just
website,
having a great conversation with her.
Her
we're working on a project.
Gonna be amazing,
working
guys.
on a project for her. So we're really putting together a lot of work. So if you need something done, media for you, MEDIA, the number 4, the letter U.fun. Which don't judge us by the way.
Why fun? Why .fun? I don't get that.
I'm all about fun. I don't care what anybody says. Anybody that talks crap about my fun.
No, we're still talking about AI.
I know.
The commercials.
We're still in commercial. We're still on commercial.
Mm-hmm. We're still on a 15-minute commercial, guys. Come on.
So listen, she has her own products that she has created. This is a candle. Yeah. She's got a wonderful candle. She's got.
Is it infused? Is it infused with anything?
Infused stuff.
And here's the thing.
No. What is it infused with? Like,
I don't know. But here's the thing about
CBD or
that one's over
cannabis.
There. I'm going to be naked when I use the soap. So just to let you know, I'm excited.
And Jody,
I would hope you'd be naked to use that soap.
And there's soap inside. It's pretty cool. Smells amazing. So again, Jody, her stuff's coming soon. Watch for that. The commercial's over. Doc, we're in a podcast. Can you please come back over here? Doc, he's leaving in what the? He literally just he literally just got up and just left and
so another thing on law enforcement that AI is using is stop signs. They're adapting stop signs and stop lights to determine if you've been stopped for the right amount of time. If you actually make a complete stop, or you do what they call a California stop, which happens everywhere. But they're also saying that, and they're using AI. Insurance companies, they ask questions now. Apparently, have you been speeding in the last month or whatever? And you say no. And then if you get in an accident, they're actually going to use your car's data and say you were speeding from this point to this point. We're not going to do your claim because you were speeding when you said you weren't. And then a person said, well, wait a minute. I wasn't speeding during that crash though. And it said, no, you weren't, but you went on record and said that you weren't speeding during this month.
Because
you're basically at one point a person said, well, so that means I could be paying for my insurance for 6 months, which I didn't realize, but 6 months ago I violated it. So I haven't been covered for 6 months. Is what the argument is.
That is. And so that's like you said. I mean, that's crazy. Somebody judging and saying that I was before. No, I'm not accepting that. That's
well, but that's why when they send you like to upgrade, or they say, hey, we've updated our terms, and if you don't read those and you hit I agree, you're saying I agree that I didn't do this in the last 2 months.
And then when you do it, that's jacked up. That's messed up because you can't go back. But I like the thing you said about the stop sign, where it can read and tell that you didn't stop and all that different stuff and the time. I think that's fair. I think that's because again, if you don't stop, That's your fault.
Well, they're only gonna use that data if there was an accident involved. So if you don't stop and you pull out before you were supposed to stop, and then you get in a car, they would say, "Hey, they swiped me, but you didn't stop correctly either." So like, where's the blame? Like, you know.
I'm sorry, I got stuck after you said when you have to make sure and pull out at the right time. I got stuck.
This is episode 69. I get your confusion.
I'm sorry, I did get stuck for a second. You only said that, and then whatever else you said after that kind of left me. I'm sorry.
It's just like if someone tells me they're going to bathe, and then it's like, you're going to bathe, then that's the end of the sentence, right? Like, I'm going to bathe.
But then what if I said after that and you didn't see it?
I don't even know what was said.
All you said was bathe.
Can we get sponsors, please?
Oh,
I think Mindful Healing is going to be a sponsor.
She already is.
Yeah, we need. No, that's awesome. Well, yeah, thank you, Mindful Healing. We appreciate all you do for the program, and appreciate you coming in and watching.
Yes,
I really do. Like everybody, Tracy, your son. We just have a core amount of people. Catherine, Chronic coming in. We just have it interchanges, but I enjoy when you guys come and listen to us ramble, because that's what we did in the metaverse. And if for some reason you listen to me then, so I appreciate you listening to me now.
I guess if anybody works at a job that wants to be promoted in any way, like if you're watching and you have a coffee stand that you own and you're like, I want that coffee stand represented, and I want to plug in on that, or a commercial, whatever, that's even small things like that will help us.
Yes. There you go.
And we're going to do more advertising too. Just we should put that clip out there. And we're going to do a lot more marketing and advertising for small packages, but something to just get us started for our more monetization, because we're trying to do this for.
You hear us, Honey Bear? She goes, "We hear you."
Oh, Honey Bear. Yeah, she got a meeting at 7:00. She said that she got a Honey Bear got a. I think bingo.
What's happening bingo tonight?
No,
7?
Bingo. She has a 7:00 meeting. I'm assuming it's in a clubhouse, I think. Oh no. Is it Horizon? I don't know. Horizon. I don't even know what's alive anymore.
Horizon.
Okay.
Yeah, kind of. All right, back to you, Bob.
Back to me. Well, anybody else got any closing remarks on AI? And I think it's coming. It's going to take over, and we're in a lot of trouble.
I'm excited about it.
But I'm still going to sign.
Personally, I'm like head over heels about AI, and I love it. And what it brings. I know it's going to bring some yucky stuff, but anything that technology, whether it be computers, it already had the yucky stuff when it came, and yet we use it every single day. Phones, yes, we were fighting about it, whining about cell phones before they came out. Oh, they're going to bring up so much bad stuff, but yet we use it every day.
Horse and buggy.
We use it every day, and we're going to keep using it, and it's just going to advance. And I think, like what you were saying,
bottled water. Why would you buy water?
Yeah,
when
it's free. But yet here we are.
I watched this one thing, and it was saying like by the year 2000, whatever. I think it was 50. I can't be sure, but it was saying things that are going to be gone that we don't realize are going to be gone, and cell phones are one of them. They said cell phones, the handheld cell phones, are going to be non-existent. Or again, landlines are still here. So I mean, not non-existent, but it's going to be wearable things.
Yep.
It's going to replace it.
All right. Back to you, Bob. Are we wrapping?
Well, I do have one piece of good news. My Family Care app was admitted to the iOS store. They require the reason why I even thought about that, because they just asked me for something else to verify something before I could, I guess, totally release it. But what were we saying?
Closing out.
Closing out.
You would think that the applause would be much faster because you're both there and you know what he says, but it's still delayed. It's still super delayed. And it's too long.
I know. I stopped it. I kept hitting him. I was doing that for him.
So anyway, thank you everybody for coming to see us and enjoying this time with us. You could do anything on a Sunday, and the fact that you spend 10-15 minutes watching our show, really appreciate it. We're looking to grow and we're looking to expand, but we're three old guys just having a good time talking about subjects in which we feel passionate about. We don't come in with a whole bunch of statistics. We're not experts in any of it, but we have world experience. Even with AI, it's new, but we're all working with it somehow, and we're pretty I don't know. We smart. I don't know if we're smart. We try to be smart.
I am.
I mean, I read sometimes. No, we're not very smart. No, yeah, you're right.
Kind of smart.
I love horses. I love horses too.
That means I'm smart. I love horses.
I love horse. You were loud when you walked up to the cash register. You scared me.
I'm always loud
because I was behind you.
I know. I'm always loud. That's nothing.
Hey,
new.
the lady was flirting with him though. She was at the other booth, and she was like, "Yeah, I want the bald one." And then they started talking about horses, I guess. And then I.
Oh my God. Are you sure her name wasn't Sage? Are you sure her name wasn't Sage?
She spoke to us as soon as we walked up to the booth.
Yeah.
But anyway, her and Devlin exchanged numbers. And what?
They got a date on Friday. Next Friday, they got a date. They're going horseback riding.
Stop it.
Anyway.
They're going horseback riding.
Who's closing us out?
It's Icy. I think I did last week, did I?
No, I did it last week.
No, I didn't do it.
You're due.
Oh, it's my turn?
Yep.
All right, so I'm going to do it, and I need prayer more than anyone here.
I don't know about that. Go on, keep going.
Thank you. I just want to give appreciation to the heavens in reference to allowing us to be able to enjoy ourselves and do what we love on a daily basis. That we were actually woke up this morning and were able to perform life and daily duties. That we're able to take care of our families. We wish everyone well who's on this platform. And a belated happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. And if you're not a father, do whatever circumstances that we still wish you we wish you a fantastic belated day. Everybody, if you're working on projects and you're getting your stuff done, we wish you all the best wishes in the world that you succeed because, life is short. And yeah, that's what we noticed as well. So we're really just trying to enjoy ourselves and have a good time and not spread any hate and just provoke some thought in some of the subjects that we cover. Amen. I wish everybody well. Have a great
Amen.
week.
Amen.
I have a closing thought. So I've been watching, how the algorithms kick off a lot of stuff that you start watching on Instagram. It starts coming up. I was talking, Gloria, I wasn't talking to her, but I sent her a couple of these reels, and it was about like she used the word neurotherapy or something.
Neurotherapy.
I don't know what word she used, but I sent her these things. She goes, "Oh wow, looks like you're looking up stuff about neurotherapy." And I'm like, "I'm not looking it up. It just kind of comes up on my feed, right?" But one of the things, and it's basically they're just like you read them. They're not spoken. But one of the things said like, instead of you looking at that you have a flat tire, be thankful you have a car that you were able to have that flat tire.
Amen.
And it was that kind of thought that was sticking with me all day when I started sending these. And of course, that's why they came up on my feed.
Right.
Wow, that's a good statement, bro.
Yep.
But it goes through, you could just apply that to almost anything, right?
Oh, yeah.
Like, your kids, did this or whatever, be thankful you have children. Some people can't have their own children, So anyway. I just want to leave that as a positive thought. So when something happens, another one was like, you spilt your coffee, on your table. Be thankful you have a table that you could even spill coffee on.
Exactly.
Right?
Afford the luxury of drinking
to actually have coffee. Yeah. So it was called neuroplasticity, is what she said.
That's the word. That's it. That's it.
Like Devlin doesn't shower, but I'm thankful for having him as a friend.
I mean, because that shows you that smell that you actually have a friend, that you have a